VB engineering evening. So starting on the same website, so go to the site and manage sites. Let me zoom it. So look at here. The name of the website which we created was VB evening. Clear? So open that site. So that site is open in front of me. It contains the delete form. It contains the display form. It contains the home page, the insert and update. So let me show you how this website is looking like. This was the website which we created last week. Clear? It contained the insert form. You can go to the student transcript. You can update a record. You can delete a record if you want to update the record. So you can update. If you want to go back, you can also delete, and it will ask for you whether you want to delete it or not. Clear? Now I need a login page where there should be a password and there should be a name. Just like we log into the Kardan University portal to take the attendance, student attendance. You guys log into their account. So the database administrator, he's the guy who is providing us the passwords. Clear? So now start working on the database. So work on the database. Just log into the account to the My PHP admin control panel. So last time we have created the VB evening database. Now I need one new table here. So selecting the database, and if you could see, so we have last time, let me open it. We have a student table and we have some records in the student table. So this time I want to create a new table. So click on the new table, and I'm giving the name to this table is user. Clear? All the user information will be here, or you can also use employee or whatever. Clear? Or let me use employee. Clear? The name of the table is employee. I already have 3 columns. So first I am using the employee ID, EMP underscore ID. ID will be integer, and I'm using here 3. Clear? ID will be auto incremented, or you can also, auto incremented, and it will be primary key. Clear? Now the second I'm using the name. If you are using the name or email, that is up to you. The second part, I will give you an assignment to register a user if someone wants to register himself. So here I'm using name. Clear? Name, the name of the user, and its type is virtual. Its length is 20. His name could be 20 characters long. It's optional or required. It's required, so that's why I'm not checking that option. Now let's come to the password. Password. Clear? Password will be virtual. It will be the combination of different things, symbols, words, characters. So maximum length you can provide it 15 or 20. That is up to you. Clear? Now this is the table. This is my table structure, and save it. So I'm saving it. So a table with the name of employee is created. Clear? Or you can also change it to the user or whatever you want to. So you can also change the name or whatever, but that is just employee. That is just for example purpose. So now inside that I need to pass some entries. Clear? So suppose the first user is Khalid, and I'm providing him the password 12345. That is the password 12345, and suppose @ that is the password. The second guy is Ali. His password is suppose it's 789 ABC and hash symbol. That is the password. And I want to insert 2 more. So go, and you will see that now these are the users. Khalid, his password is this, and Ali, his password is that one. Now inserting one more record, and password is 1 2 3, suppose this one more guy, Naeem. His password is 6547. That's his password, suppose. Now I have 4 guys and whose password is stored with me in the database. Now first of all, I have to create a login form for my website, and then I have to connect it with here, and then I will took the password values with the help of Curie and conditions and if else and a lot of them. So let's come to the tool. So open new file and new HTML file. Clear? If you remember about how to send the data from HTML to the PHP file, so the same concept will be applied here. So create a new HTML form. Clear? So inside that, first of all, this is the welcome. Name of that is welcome to login. And here I'm writing inside the heading that there should be h1 and university login form. Yeah, that should be in the body. So writing it in the body and save it. So that will be the login form. Just make it in the center. So I'm using the center tag. So make it in the center. So yeah, that will be in the center. So save it. So now, okay, first of all, save this page. So I'm saving this page with the name of login.html. And remember, you have to save it in the website VB evening. Clear? So login.html, save it. So now after this I have to create a form. Clear? So I'm writing the form and closing form. Clear? Here I will create my form, and before this form I have to create one more PHP file where I have to send this data. So that will be an HTML file. So I'm creating one new HTML file, sorry, PHP file, empty PHP file, create it, and I am saving it with the name of confirm. Just give it the name confirm. Confirm is the name. So save it. So it is saved in the same location. Clear? So that is the confirm file and that is the login file. So in the login file I have to design the form. We will use the post method because we are dealing with the password. Clear? So password should not be visible in the URL. It should be hidden. So I'm using the post method. And what action you want to take, where you want to send this data. So I want to send this data to the confirm PHP page, the page where the code is, yeah, where the code will be sent in and it will be checked. So okay, so all the data from this form will be sent to the confirm. Clear? Now inside that form create a table. Table is a HTML tag. So inside the table I need 2 rows and 2 columns. Clear? So for rows we use the tr, table row. Clear? And this is the first row and this is the second row. Clear? And inside the first row I need 2 columns, so we use td, table division. Clear? I need 2 table divisions, and in the second I also need 2 table divisions, 2 rows. td, yeah, and td. Clear? So now in the first row right here, what is the name, what you are entering? Name. Clear? And here in the second column you have to write the code input What is the type of the input? It is text box. Clear? What is the name of this text box? Name. And what is the size? It is 20. And close it. Save it and look at here. So name, a table is created. In the one column, name, and in the second column, text box, where I will enter my name. Clear? So in the second table division, I'm writing password. Enter your password, and here in the second column, I'm writing what is the input. So input type is not text, it's password. Password should be not visible. So I will use the password, so automatically it will make my code in the form of static. So what is the name of this control? The name of this control is password. Clear? The type is also password and the name is also password. Or you can use here, let me use it here, username and user password. Clear? And what is the size? The size is 20. Close it and save it. So look at here, you got this name and password. And just move them to the center. So right here, the center tag, and close it here, center. And I need two buttons as well. Okay, so one button is for submit and the second button is for reset. So input type is submit. Clear? The name is submit and the value is login. So I got a button for login here. And one more thing, I need a reset button. It will clear the text boxes. Clear? You can also use this button as well. So right here, the input, the type is, now this time type is equal to input type is reset. Clear? And name is reset and the value is like clear. Clear will be the value. So save it. Clear? Save it and you got two buttons. So we will see our page that how it looked like in the here. So I'm writing web evening. The name of the page was login.html. So that was our login page. Let me reduce the size. That was our login page. So if you are writing anything and you are providing your password, so that is in the form of password. And when you are logging it, so it is going to the confirm page, but there is nothing in the confirm page to redirect you to the database. Clear? So if you want to reset it, so whatever you type, you press the clear, so that is reset. Clear? Now the login page is prepared. I have to write the code in the confirm page. Clear? So I will be writing the confirm page in the Notepad++. So you will understand all the if-else condition very clearly, because I will be using a lot of if-else. So now open the file. You can also write it there. You can also write it there, but just for the understandability purpose, we will use it. So I created the confirm page. This is the confirm page. So just open it in the Notepad++. Nothing, just I changed the platform to make the conditions visible. Clear? So what is the name of this page? Confirmation page. I'm giving it the name confirmation. Now inside the body, writing the PHP script. Clear? So now I need two variables. First variable is for user, or first variable is name. What is name is equal to? What method we use there?
So,
Post method. So we will receive it in the post. What was the name of the first text box?
name.
Username. Username was the name of first text box, so it will receive it here. Now I'm creating one more password. Clear? The one more is password. And what was the name of second control? That was user password. User password. Clear? Now it will receive, look at here. I create the text box. The first control, the first text box name was username, and the second text box name was password. Whatever name I enter here, it will be sent it to the confirmation page. Whatever password I will enter here in the text box, it will be sent it to the confirmation page. Now the rest of the code I have to connect it with the database and confirm. Clear? So remember, the name should be same. That is the user password, okay? User password and username. So let's come to here. Now there should be the first if condition. The first if condition. If the, I'm using these names, okay? If the username, if the user and the password. Clear? I'm using the name of these variables. If there is something, so look at here, this is the body of first if. Clear? And this is the else part. So in the else part, I'm writing, if suppose you leave those two boxes empty and you press the login button, so it will show you echo, please enter username and password. If you leave the text boxes empty, any one of them, and you press the login button, so it will show you this else part. Clear? Now if the condition is true, if they both have the value, the username and the password, they both contain the value. Now what you have to do in this condition, you have to connect to the database. Clear? So for connecting it with the database, we will use the SQL built-in function. So my SQL underscore connect. Clear? My SQL underscore connect. Nowadays, the advanced PHP language, they are using the MySQLi. Clear? We will discuss it someday else. So what is the name of your server? Localhost is the name of my server, comma. What was the name of your master account? Root. And comma, if you have any password, so you can provide it. But I didn't set any password, so I'm leaving it empty. Now, or, this is the die section. If you couldn't connect to the database and your connection just broke down, so write die. Like if you didn't connect to the database, so write here, sorry, not connected. Clear? Connection is not made or connection is not connected. So this is the connection string. Last time we will be working with that by the wizard method. This time it is manually. Now connection string is created, the database string. Clear? So write MySQL underscore select DB. What is the database? What was the name of the database?
User login.
It was not user login.
Login.
I'm asking about the database name here.
Login.
Database name is VB Evening. Okay, that is the name of the database. Okay, we will give you Oscar in the end. Okay, VB Evening is the name of the database. Now, I have to write the Curie. The Curie will be on the employee table. Clear? What is Curie? Last time we were working with the Curie with the wizard method. This time the Curie will be manually. So there is one more function, MySQL underscore Curie. This will be executing the Curie. So inside the body of the Curie, the parameter list of the Curie, I have to write the Curie. So what is the Curie? Select static from what? What was the name of my table? Yes, the name of my table was employee, and I will be picking the record from the employee table, all the record, ID, name and password. Clear? So I'm writing here, select static from employee, where what? Where the name, what was the name of the first column? Name. Clear? Where the name is equal to, so where the name is equal to what? The variable name, this one, okay? Whatever name you enter, if you enter Khalid, so it will just pick the record of Khalid. We are not picking the passwords and names of all the employees in the table. We are just picking the password of that guy, if the name is matching. So I said that select all the record of that employee whose name is equal to the variable name which I received from the text box in my code. Clear? So it will pick the record. Is it clear? And I stored it. I create one more variable, Curie. And I stored all of this in a variable with the name of Curie. Clear? So whatever is received, the name of the Khalid or Ali or whatever record, it will be picked, and now it is all stored in the Curie. Clear? Now I'm using one more variable, rows. Clear? I'm using one more variable, rows. I'm creating one more variable with the name of number rows. That is just a name, and it is equal to my SQL underscore number underscore rows. Now what this function will do for me, look at here. This function will count all the values which is in the Curie. I will explain it to you. So I send the Curie variable to this. Is it clear? So write here the Curie and comma and save its value in a new variable and give it the name number rows. So number rows is equal to MySQL underscore number underscore rows. What it will do, if there is one record in the Curie, like I retrieve one record from the database, so if there is one, so this function will convert it into 0 or 1. So now the number rows will contain a 0 or it will contain a 1. Is it clear? Now after this, I'm writing one more condition, if. So inside this if, I'm writing like if number rows is not equal to 0. Is not equal to 0, it means that it is equal to 1, that something is came from the database. Like I picked the record of Khalid, so it is not equal to 0. Clear? Then that's why I'm using the notepad. Like look at here, you can follow the if else condition, that which condition is finishing where. So right here else, in the else part. In the else part, I'm writing echo that sorry, you are not a registered user. You are not registered. You are not registered, suppose. Clear? Now, if there is something in the database, like if the condition is false, like suppose you are entering a name, you are not registered on the database. So it will show you, sorry, you are not registered on the database because the query is executed and nothing has retrieved from the database. But if something is retrieved from the database, so it means that number rows having the value 1. So if it have the value 1, then I will execute a while loop. So inside the if condition, write while. Clear? So inside the while, I'm creating one more variable with the name of rows, and it is equal to, now I'm using the array, associative array. So I'm using the function MySQL underscore fetch associative array. Clear? So then I'm sending this query, okay? I'm sending this query here. So this while loop will take all the values, name, password and ID from this array. Clear? And this is the body of while loop. So look at here, it is very much easier to keep an eye on all the conditions. So inside the while, I'm creating one more variable, db database name. Database name is equal to what? Wait. Database name is equal to post. What was the name of your table column? Name. It was name, okay? Comma. I'm creating one more variable, db password. I will explain all the code in the end. Then post. No, sorry, not post. We are taking it from the rows, okay? Sorry, we are taking it from the rows. So rows, and what was the column name? Look at here. What was the column name? Password. Name and password. So it will take this time the value of password from the table password. Is it clear? Now after the while, remember, after the while I'm creating one more condition. After the while I'm creating if. So inside this if, I will match both of the passwords. The password which the user enter and the password and the name which is taken from the database. I will match both of them. If they both match, then the user can log in. If they didn't match, then he cannot. So the first condition. So what was the name of the first variable? Look at here. What was the name of the first variable? That is the name. Clear? So name, it is the value which is received from the text box. So write here that if the name is equal to, if the name is equal to what? The DB name, the value which I got from the database. If it is equal to the database, then leave this section and write else here. So this is the else part of the, this is the else part of this if. So inside this else, I'm writing echo that wrong name. Clear? The name which you enter is wrong. It is not matching with the name of the database. If it is Khalid, you are writing Ali and giving the password of Khalid. This is not. If your name is matching, then on the second match the password. So inside the if, I'm again writing one more condition. If, what was the variable for password? The password. Clear? So inside the second if, I'm writing password. If it is matching to what? If it is matching to the DB password, the value which is taken from the database, the Curie value. So copy it and paste it here. So it will match the value which the user entered and which is came from the database. It will match both of them. Now, this is the body of this one. So in the else part, if your password is wrong, so the else part will show echo wrong password. Clear? And if it is right, so display here echo you are logged in. Clear? That is just a message, then later I will connect. Clear? So save it, and now yes. So you can see here that all the code is all automatically provided here. I just wrote it here in the notepad just to show you the conditions, the if and else. So now all the code is here. So where name is equal to this, okay? If you write here double quotation, so it means that the query is finished, so all the code becomes string. So it is not. Save it, yeah, save it, and look at here. Yes. So all the code is now already available here, so we will check it. All the conditions and all the code is available. So save it, there is no error. And now we will check the login page. So refresh it. So I'm leaving it empty. Please enter username. It is not user. User was the name of that. So save it and check it. Refresh. So I'm leaving it empty. So it is asking for name and password. I leave both of the text boxes empty. Clear? Now I'm writing the name. I know there was a guy Khalid. I'm just entering and leaving the password empty. Still it is asking for a password. This time I'm entering the password 12345. Login, wrong password. Because the password for Khalid was 12345 @ Clear? So look at here. Khalid 12345 @. So I said, okay, password was wrong. This time I'm writing Ali, name is Ali, and I'm providing 12345 @ Login. This time the password is right, but email name is wrong. Clear? And this time I will provide both of them right. So Khalid 12345 and @ So you are logged to the page. Just we have to connect the rest of the website with this login section. Is it clear? So we created the website and it is working fine. The confirmation page is working fine. After finishing it, once again I will give you the review of all the code since from the start till now. But now when I'm entering the password for the guy Khalid, let me enter it for one more guy, so you will get to know that they all are working fine. So Ahad and 123 @. So look at here. The password for Ahad is MA123 @. Clear? So the name is wrong.
I think this case is.
Yeah. So MA123 @. So you are login, but I have to connect the page with the confirmation page. Look at here. I entered my name and password in the login.html and my request is sent it to the confirmation page. So MA123 @. So it was capital, okay? So MA123 @. Clear? So it was case sensitive. Now we are on the confirmation page. So I want to connect this confirmation page with this page, okay? So I'm writing here localhost, name of the website was WB Evening, and if you remember last time we created a page with the name of home .html, I think. It's okay. Yeah, that was PHP, home.php. Clear? So I want to connect the login section with this page. So let's come to the confirmation page. This is the confirmation page here, okay? So I'm working here in the Dreamweaver. You can also work in the Notepad. Whenever you save, the changes will be to the same directory. Clear? So if you want me to work here, so I will work here. So look at here. I just wrote here, if the password is matching, if the name is matching, then match the password. If the password is matching, then on the screen display that you are login. So okay, display on the screen that you are login, and also connect it to the page. So I'm using one function which is called the header function. Clear? So I'm writing here header. Clear? So inside the header I have to write the name of the first page. I create login.html. On that I design a login form. Then I create a confirmation.php page, and I took the data from that form and send it to the confirmation page. Now when each and everything is confirmed, password is right, name is right, then take me to the home page. But who will take me to the home page? There will be one more page involved in this process. Clear? So I'm creating one more page. So go to the file and creating new page, or if you want to create it from the Dreamweaver, so file, new page, and this new page is PHP, empty PHP. Clear? Create it, and I'm saving it with the name of user. Clear? I'm saving it with the name of user. So it is saved with the name of user. Now what is inside the user? I will write it after the code. So first let's come to the confirmation page. So inside the confirmation page, I will write that when the password is same, the name is same. Now take me to the here. I'm removing this one and I'm writing here header, and inside the double quotation I'm writing location. What is the location? So the location, full colon, it is user.php. Whenever the password is right, the name is right, it will take me to the user page. Which one? The page which I recently created. So save it, and now let's come to the user page. Inside the user page I'm writing PHP. So whenever it will come to this user page, so user page will include, you remember about include
Yes.
function? Yes. So include, write home.php. Home is the name of our PHP page, the main control. Save it, and now look at the code. So confirmation. Now I'm writing the password MA123 @ So now you are logged into the user page. Clear? And on the user page, now you have access to all of the controls. So register a new student, or you want to see the transcript, you want to go to the home page, and suppose again I want to go back to this, and suppose you provide wrong password 123, so your password is wrong. Clear? If you leave both of them as empty, so please enter your name and password. If you provide the password like 123 @ so password, if they both are right, now you are logged in. Is it clear? So that was the login section. Now let me stop the video and then I will explain the code.